Hello, friends. Josh from Porter Square Books. Actually, at Porter Square Books. At the moment, I am fulfilling some orders and doing some other work at the store to kind of keep things going and hopefully get us ready for whatever the next steps might be. Um, I know one of the important things about a bookstore is the actual store, the space that is occupied by books and people and friends and coffee. So I figured I had a moment in between fulfilling online orders. I'd show you kind of what the store looks like today, what's different about it than when the store is in the normal times, I guess, or the before times. And yeah, just give you a chance to see the books and maybe give you a little bit of an update on what we were thinking. So I'm going to be turning you around back and forth a little bit to give you a tour. Sorry, my Sub-Zero cosplay isn't as robust as I'd hoped, but we all do our part. So join me. We'll take a walk around the store, see how things are. I'm back in the reference section right now, and I'll show you one thing that is coming up soon. So we are eventually going to be selling some masks. We're still kind of working on a good way to get these up on our website, so look for that soon. One thing I'm sure you all know has changed is that a lot of bookstores are now also puzzle stores. So this isn't the first time we've had to add things like that aren't usually our strong suit because that's what our community needs. Some of us remember the adult coloring book craze from a few years ago. So we are pretty well stocked with puzzles at the moment. That, of course, could change. But if you are out of puzzles, or fear you might be out of puzzles or games, I would order sooner rather than later, just because you never quite know what is going to come in and what is going to come out. One of the odd things about this time is, depending on where you look, it's not all that different, except it's completely different because it's just me talking to you. One of the things that we've kind of deprioritized a little bit is shelving. It's just us fulfilling orders out of the store, and we can usually find whatever we need, even if we have to stack it in front of the section. Hello, poetry section. Like a lot of other stores, and like many of you know, we are doing a lot of shipping and doing a lot of deliveries. So here is what we've got planned to go out tomorrow on our delivery routes. So if your bag is in here, we might see you tomorrow. I got some more in the queue for later. As I said, we're still taking and fulfilling orders. One of the other things that has changed is we've kind of commandeered what was normally our bestseller shelf for some of the bundles that we are offering. So right here we've got some of our graduation bundles. So if you've got a recent graduate or a soon-to-be recent graduate, we've got some really great gifts, socks, books, inspirational stuff, fun stuff, kind of everything that you might normally just kind of discover as you're walking around here looking for the perfect book. We've got some signed copies of some books, either authors who have been in town recently or in signed something special, or stuff that the publisher sent us. This is new too. We are, of course, trying to figure out how to allow you back in here in a way that is safe. We're also, of course, working with our friends at Cafe Zing who can't sell books online the way we can. So this is one of the things that is going to change. The space of the store is going to be different. How we flow through the store is going to be different. We've got this big open space now. I'm doing my best to try and give all of you who might walk by a little bit of something to look at. So we've put up some books with little shelf talkers for you to glance at. We'll probably change those because that's part of what bookstores do with displays. I'll show you one kind of last little nitty-gritty thing where we used to have a lot of our fun little gifts and games. This is now our orders that are in process. So if your order is here, we are still working on it. and hope to have it soon. Let's see. What else can I show you? As I said, we're just kind of stacking books wherever we can find the spot. One of the great arts of book selling is putting books in the section where you would discover it. Us just having to kind of guess and use our experience and just kind of trying to understand how people browse to put a book in a place where you will discover it. But we don't have to do that right now. It's kind of one of the things that is really missing from the online order fulfillment. Great book, by the way. You should get this one. Also, you see all these wonderful tables with the newer books. We haven't been refreshing this as normal because, A, we haven't been here to do it. A lot of publishers are delaying their orders. This was also very good. And so normally this would rotate pretty much every week, maybe even more so. But if all this looks familiar, it's because it has been here for a while. Oh, look. All right. So that is pretty much where the store is at right now. It's a beautiful sunny summer day outside. Sun is starting to set a little bit. We are doing our best to get you books as quickly as possible, but of course knowing that the as possible takes longer than maybe we were used to, and that's probably a good thing. We are working, all of us are still working from home. Some of us are doing some time in the store, some of the lucky ones who get to hang out here a little bit. And follow us on our social media, sign up for our Shelf Stable newsletter, and to get all of the updates. I'd love to be able to tell you I know exactly when we'll be open for you to join us. I'd love to be able to tell you that we know exactly what it will look like when we can be open for you, but we don't know. And that's just part of the things that we've had to become comfortable with, is not knowing certain things. We like to know when our books are going to get to you. We like to know when our doors will be open, but we just have had to learn to be adaptable and flexible. Whatever this looks like, we are going to do our best to make sure that whatever experience you can have in here is a good experience, a nourishing experience, a community experience. We know you don't always come in here to just buy a book. You come in here to see what the world of books is. You come in here to be out of your house for a little while. You come in here to see us, or hope that you run into a friend, or even just to look at our cards for 5 minutes and then head home after work. So those are the important things. In some ways, those are going to be the hardest things for us to make happen, as we all wear our masks and stay 6 feet apart at all times. But we are working on it. We hope to have more information for you soon. But if we don't, we hope you'll stay with us, reading Shelf Stable, reading our social media, and continuing to order books from us online so we can keep these lights open and so we can be ready and healthy whenever we can open our doors for you again. So hope you enjoyed my little tour. Thanks to those of you who joined me. And hopefully we'll get you a book very soon. And hopefully we can see you even sooner. So thank you all for joining me. And be well, read good books. Bye-bye.